Hi, I'm Miles.
And I'm Merika.
And this is I Don't Know What I'm Doing.
'Cause we don't!
You guys, we back.
We back
look
at
like
it.
We look like snacks. Like,
I definitely did today.
we're gonna make you spoil your appetite because
we're a home meal.
Yeah, exactly. This is like a Stouffer's situation.
Ooh. We're better than Stouffer's. We're the homemade lasagna.
Oh, but have you had Stouffer's recently?
No.
Like, I was kind of your way too, where I was like, yeah, Stouffer's is fine, but then I like had it and I was like, oh my god. And my friend from India had it and she was like, oh my god. And she has Indian food to fall back on. So.
I mean, it's probably all the, like, GMO.
Yes.
Like, all the fatty,
HPV,
trans fats.
Yeah. Trans. Is this okay to say trans fat in the age of trans people? Like, it just feels weird.
It's fine.
It's like if there were a fat called, like,
it's
gay.
It's a dietary medical term.
But what if there were a fat called, like, gay fat? You know what I mean?
Is there such thing? Probably.
I have no fat on my body, so I wouldn't know.
Wow.
Yeah, the doctor told me I'm dying, and I was like, thank you.
Goal achieved.
So every week we cover our fails of the past week, and it sounds like Merika has a good one.
Actually, okay, so I have two different ones just in case. Okay. All related to actually the podcast, guys.
Okay.
Well, one of my coworkers, not gonna say who, but she's an avid listener of this show. Mm-hmm. So remember, like, a couple weeks ago, guys, that I disclosed that I finally had sex after 3 years at a Christmas party.
Yes.
My coworker felt compelled to have that person that I had sex with listen to the episode and just basically, like, make fun of him for it. And he basically listened to me describing my feelings and how I regretted it and regretted it. I can't say that word.
Wow, regretted it.
I regret having sex with him and how I can't believe that I waited like 3 years and that was it.
Yeah. But that's not about him. That's about you.
I hope that's how he interpreted it, but it's still really embarrassing.
Did you get blowback from him?
No, not yet. He still actually wants to, like, see me. Like, he keeps asking my coworker, like, hey, is Merika coming by too? And I'm like, no.
Wait, but that's, like, positive. That means he's not butthurt and he's hornier than ever.
I was terrible. I have no idea why he wants to hook up with me again. I was not good.
Well, it sounds like it was a sleepy situation.
Drunken situation. And then, also, but they make fun of him, like, a lot. They kind of, like, do Never Have I Ever. And they always do, like, Never have I ever had someone talk about me at a podcast.
Oh, this seems like some towny behavior right now.
Yeah. Another fail, I guess, is also related to this. But I was talking to one of my students, and they're like, hey, I listened to your podcast. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, I don't think I, like, mentioned the podcast to this student.
Yeah, how do they find it?
Google.
I mean, if you go on iTunes and you just type in Merika, it takes you to our podcast because you're, like, the only Merika.
Okay.
For better or for worse.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, just to let you know, remember this is a recorded line and we need to keep it professional. And I would just, like, take him back and I did not know how to react and I wanted to, like, tell him, like, hey, tell your friends about it. Like, but I couldn't promote myself to the student.
Right.
And I'm just like, what did you think? And like, no, I thought it was good. Like, it's relatable. And like, I'm like, oh yeah, I will tell my co-host that you listen to it. And like, oh yeah, Miles? I'm like, oh wow, you have really listened to this. Oh, good, great. So I have to be, like, ultra careful about what I say about my job and work and the place that I work at, which does not have a name anymore.
My God. I feel like you just have to work at a place that's, like, more cool with stuff like this.
Yeah.
You can't swear at your job, but then you have a podcast where you're saying, like, vagina. But it's like, if you could just have, like, a cool, chill workplace where you could really be the true Merika.
I feel like I am my true self, because that's how I get away with a lot of shit.
So, okay, so my fail is I finally got around to painting this kind of area in my condo that's between the bathroom and my bedroom.
Okay.
Where my closet is. I've been calling it the boudoir, but I honestly think it's going to become the gallery. My cheese plate is ready. The wine's open.
You have a fucking table! Or like a coffee table!
You know what? Priorities. So I wanted to paint this part of my place because it was the final place that was the original gross blue-gray sad color. I don't know if Merika noticed what color it is now.
I didn't.
Let me open the door and show you.
Oh. Is that the color we decided? No. That is not the color.
No.
Wait, what? I don't like that.
How many coats? So this is 4 coats later.
Wait, you guys, it's like...
It's called sleek white.
Ew.
Here's the D. Merika and I went to Home Depot, bought stormy blue or something. I'm painting it. I because when you paint a wall, basically, I didn't know this at first, before I started painting, you have to paint all the edges and stuff first with a thin brush, then you take your roller and fill in all the gaps.
Okay.
Because you can't just take your roller and, like, go at it, because then you'd be painting, like, the woodwork and the ceiling and the floor.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, do the edges. So I do all the edges in the blue, and I was like, wow, I hate this. But I should just keep going and paint the rest, right? Because maybe I'll end up liking it in the end. Right? Wasn't really sure what to do at that point.
You just paint one wall and, like, go from there. Or just paint, like, a square and be like, ooh.
But I was like, I hate a lot of stuff immediately because of my, like, buyer's remorse and stuff. So I was like, let me just paint the whole thing and then it'll be fine. And then I was like, wow, no. It looked like it wasn't like, I wanted it to be like this, like, Hague blue color.
Yeah.
When we bought the Bear version. It just looked really, like, blueprinty to me.
Oh.
Like a dark blueprint. And I was like, I don't like you at all. So then 4 hours later, I'm like, Googling, I'm like, how soon can you paint over latex paint? And they're like, just give it like a few hours. And I'm like, cool. So then I grab the paint that I painted my bedroom with. You guys, I'm not racist, but it's called Navajo white. And like, just do with that what you will. So I grab Navajo white and I'm like painting over it. And it's like, and I'm like, ooh, what's happening right now? These colors are merging. So, not in the sense that, like, the blue was still completely wet, but, like, the Navajo white was, like, getting kind of lumpy on top of it because it hasn't fully dried. And I was like,
okay.
Oh, God. So... Then the next day, I'm like, I need to fix this. So I go, and I'm like, at that point, I'd done blue, and then I did Navajo white, but it's, like, messy and murky, and I was like, I want to be clean and start fresh and just be fucking clean and be super safe. I'm just gonna buy sleek white, which is white with, like, the creamiest, tiniest bit of cream in it. So that was first, we had 2 coats. That was the 3rd coat, painted it that. But it still looks like shit because of all the lumpiness that happened. Yeah. So then, like, this morning before work, instead of going to the gym, I just take sandpaper because I Googled, I'm like, how do I fix all this lumpy shit? And they're like, sand it off, boo. And I was like, yes. So then I, like, sand off all these, like, lumps and crumps. Do I accidentally rip off all the layers of paint down to the base of the wall? Yes, I do.
Wait, is that why there's, like, that weird patch?
Yes, there is. But I put spackle on it, and I'm going to paint over it, and we're going to pretend it didn't happen. And there's still some, like, lumps and shit.
Thank God you own this place.
I know, and I can never sell it now. Because they'll be like, what is this lumpy-ass paint job? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't know how anyone painted this perfectly. You know what? When you're doing it by yourself, you don't have a soundboard, and you don't have a husband or whatever, because people aren't answering your fucking DMs, you just...
Why did you ask me?
Because it was like a Monday when this all went down. It was like Martin Luther King Day or something like...
Oh.
That I was doing it.
Where I was basically not doing anything and being a bump on the log.
Yeah, but you're in the suburbs.
Well, you're just asking for advice.
Yeah, I guess I could have, like, FaceTimed you or something.
Yes. Does your phone allow that?
Allow. My phone's like, no. Yeah, if I'm on Wi-Fi, which I can only do in certain rooms of my house because I share with the people above me. It's just cool.
That's how cheap he is. Anyways.
Let's move on to our topic. So our episode this week is called I Don't Know How to Flirt. Yeah, so I'll just start it off. I was flirted with yesterday. And I feel like we can probably just bring a lot of things out of there. So
okay.
I went to the annual CMSA party, which Merika and I went to a year ago, at the Cubby Bear Lounge, and we saw that lesbian band.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, so that was yesterday. We are watching this band called Catfight, and they're like these like glorious, like oiled up lesbians.
Love them.
It was literally just the same as last year.
Oh my god, they were so fun.
So talented. And then this woman comes over to me, and she's like, "Hi, are you gay?" And I was like, "We're at a gay event." I was like, "Yes." And she's like, "Okay, cool." And then like her friend, this gay guy who's wearing like a scarf cape with a thin gold necklace over it, pops over, and everyone is fucking sucking the dick of the 90s right now, but why is it okay? Everyone's trying to put a thin gold necklace on everything. Guys.
They're not The Rock.
You're
not
not
The Rock from
Rock.
the 90s.
I'm okay with it sometimes, but not over a sweater scarf cape. I mean, he was probably nice. He just
This is a look.
I wasn't attracted to him, basically.
Okay.
So it's weird because like, obviously he's the one supposed to be into it, but she's almost flirting more with me. Like she like touches, you guys, I don't like to be touched by people I don't know. It runs in our family. I was just talking about my brothers.
It's very true.
Nick doesn't like it. I don't like it. So she like touches my face, like my stubble.
That's weird.
I was like, I don't.
Not even like arm, shoulder. Yeah, I get that. But face, no. What are you doing?
Please don't touch my cheek.
Why? Oh, that reminds me when you were a little kid and like strangers would like pinch your cheeks. I'm like, why? This hurts my face.
I don't think that ever happened to me. I think.
Oh my god, that happened to me like so many fucking times with my stupid like dad's like coworkers at his real estate office. Like, ugh, so annoying. I'm like, do you like? Yes, let me pinch the fat on your face.
Your face fat.
Great.
You should just like ruffle your hair or something. Like,
don't do that either.
I mean, don't do anything.
Don't touch a child ever in the history of time unless it's your own.
With your hands that like you probably didn't wash after you used the urinal.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm trying to remember what happened. So she touches my cheek. She is asking all the questions. She's like, "So where do you live?" And I was like, "Oh, I live here." And I'm kind of not giving them a lot because I can't really hear them very well, and I'm not interested.
I love the answer. I live here.
I'm not giving them a lot. And then she was like, "Here, like here," like she's joking, like she points to the bar. And I was like, "Yeah, I actually live underneath the bar in their crypt." And they like let me out for special events. And she's like, "Ooh, I like that." And I'm like, okay. And then they're like, hear her like, "Where's your drink?" And I was like, "Oh." Because I didn't know what to say to that question because I'm just like, it's like a really obvious question. Where's my drink? I don't have one. Mm-hmm. You know? And I'm not going to be like, maybe you should give me one because I don't want to flirt with you.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you.
So I was just like, oh,
ever?
I had one earlier, but I don't have one now. Like, I was literally I said like the most boring thing to the most boring question. And then she said the thing that I like get sometimes. She's like, "You're kind of shy, aren't you?"
Oh my god, don't try to identify me. Like, don't.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
Exactly.
Don't do that.
You don't know me at all.
I hate when people say that shit.
And it's more just like you came out of nowhere. I'm just like, can barely hear you and I'm not interested in you and I want to go back to my friends. Which they eventually let me do and I was like, thank God. They were like, okay, well, cool. And I was like, I mean, they weren't awful people. I just like wasn't interested.
Okay. Is that the end of the story?
Yeah.
What was the guy doing? I don't understand this. Like,
she was like the pushy one and she was almost standing like in front of him and she was just like, "You're really cute." And she was flirting on his behalf, which is like,
that's so weird.
She's a wing woman, but the wing woman's job is to talk your friend up, right? That's the wing person's job.
No, the wing person is supposed to segue their friend into talking to the person that they want to talk to.
And then disappear.
Stand there and be part of the conversation and then slowly back away.
I feel like they could also be there to talk up their friend, too. Right?
That's just weird.
Be like, "He's a great guy, look at his sweater cape."
No! Like, that's just too... It's not smooth. It's not, like, subtle at all. Also, a wing person could, let's say the person you want to hit on has a friend, the wing person talks to the friend while the person that you're winging for
like they keep your, like, in case you have a friend that's,
So, that's just fucking weird. What was he, like, doing? Did he chime in the conversation?
Yeah, he, like, chimed in.
Confused.
He might have been the one that asked, where am I drinking? I don't know. I feel like she was really the pushy one. He was just, like, there, and...
She was a terrible wing woman. Let me just say that right now.
But, yeah. Although I feel like this always happens to me because I'm not taking initiative and I'm not flirting with anybody. Like, there were a lot of cute guys there, but it's almost like... I don't know what to do in a situation like the CMSA party because there's, like, literally hundreds of people there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I... And I'm with friends. And I'm like, I don't know that I'm going to, like, break off my friends to, like, bop around to different groups and talk to every cute person to figure out who's single. You know what I mean? Like, ew.
Not every cute person, but every person that you think is cute.
Oh, there's so many, like, good-looking guys there. Because it's, like, the athletic whatever. But since I didn't do any of that, the person I don't want finds me. And I'm like, ugh. No.
I don't know, like...
Also, my ex was there and I avoided him. I saw the back of him and I was like, let's go back downstairs.
Why? Because he would cling on to you like the last time?
I just didn't really feel like involving him with my, like, cool friends that have never met him. What does that mean?
Yeah, but justified? Yes.
Well, to me, he's like, and he's moving out of Chicago and stuff, I think he said, and I'm just like, that's the past, and I'm with the present right now, and, you know.
Yeah. Do you think he would, like, say hi to you if he saw you?
Yeah, because we're friendly and I do like him. I just didn't want to, like, go into that whole thing, you know?
Right.
I was like, that's not what I'm here to do right now.
Yeah, totally understandable.
I'm here to watch lesbians do push-ups while singing, like, Walk the Moon or whatever.
I should have gone to this. Why did I not get invited?
I
probably would have not gone because it's snowing.
Okay.
There we go, I guess.
I'm surprised I got three people from my volleyball team to come out. Like, and it was like, and it was all guys, which I never hang out with all guys, so it was, like, really fun. It was like me, 2 gay guys I'm friends with, and then my straight friend from advertising school. I was like, oh my god, we're, like, playing bags. Yeah, straight.
Is he, like, seeing somebody? Like,
no.
I don't understand.
I just set you up with someone else.
I honestly, gosh, guys, like, I don't remember the last time, like, someone flirted with me. Oh, wait, no, at the Christmas party that I got laid at. There you go.
Yeah.
So, how that happened was really interesting because basically I was the last one standing because I was too drunk to drive and I needed something to eat. So I was, like, upstairs eating potato salad out of this huge bowl. God.
That sounds amazing.
Oh my god.
What color was the bowl?
Orange, I think.
I just want to, like, really visualize that. Like,
orange, and then there's tinfoil on it, whatever. I'm just, like, stuffing my face and eating carnitas with potato salad and just stuffing my face, and he's, like, there just talking to me, trying to talk to me. I'm like, okay, I guess this is happening.
That's, like, a great word. You're like, he's there. A person is there.
Just talking, like, yeah, I'm just eating potato salad. Like, I really love this so much. like, okay, I guess he's trying to put
She's
it in.
like, you've never looked hotter.
Apparently, I had, like, all my foundation somehow disappeared from my face. And, like, I looked like I had no makeup on when I went to the bathroom, like, 2 hours later. And I'm like, he still wants to hit this? Really? Oh, God, okay, great. It's been 3 years. Let's get it done. Let's get it over with. Fine.
But how was he flirting with you?
Just, like, okay, for women, I feel like it's just, like, a look that guys give, which is basically, I want to see you fucking naked right now.
That sounds hot.
It can be. If it's with the right person. And, like, just, like, kind of listening to every word the girl is saying, kind of, or looking like they are, but they're probably really not.
Wait, so a straight guy flirting with a girl is him listening to you?
It actually listening, or at least making it seem like he is listening.
Because other times they don't seem like they're listening?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
Wow. The bar is so low.
And, like, I don't even know what was said, but, like, just like teasing each other or teasing yourself and like he laughs or like like just like trying to make each other laugh.
Touching you or no?
He's not.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how that led up to that, I guess.
That seems like a pretty good, like not creepy, good flirt, right?
There's like this really fine line between like flirting and being creepy. Like it's very small.
Is the line that you like them?
Yeah. Also, like it's weird because I'm gonna get so much hate for this. Don't at me.
Yeah.
Okay. Or at me. I don't fucking care because
they don't know your social handle. So what are they gonna do? Email us?
Oh, I would hope so.
I dare you.
Email us. But like, if a guy is cute enough or you're attracted to him, he pretty much could kind of cross the line.
He can break the rules.
He can break the rules, okay? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there are certain boundaries that he should never cross. No man should ever cross that women have set, hopefully. And when I say hopefully, men can't read our fucking minds, okay? It is also our job to verbally say, hey, I am uncomfortable, okay? Yeah. Also, it is their job to say, hey, this is wrong. Like, why? Yeah, okay? But, like, I felt a little tinge creep because I'm like, I clearly don't want to talk to maybe anybody right now. I'm just eating potato salad, and I would like to be alone eating potato salad. Now, did I say that to him?
Yeah.
No, I did not say that to him. Can he read my mind? No.
No. He just sees like a pretty girl who let her guard down long enough to eat some potato salad, shovel some potato salad.
Yeah, shovel. My guard was definitely down. Definitely down. And like, it's really hard, I guess, like for men to, or anyone. Let's be honest, anyone to flirt in this Me Too environment right now. Okay, because women will complain that I'm not getting hit on. Why? I'm ugly. And then when someone hits on her, he's such a creep. I hate, like, what? Like, gross. Get away from me.
It is weird because I hear about,
no
like,
one can win.
There's all this Me Too stuff, like, online and whatever. Mm-hmm. But then when I talk to just, like, you or other friends of mine that are women, they're like, oh my God, I would love for a guy to buy me a drink. So there's two stories happening here.
It really depends. Like, actually, every time I've gotten someone buying me a drink, it's directly from the bartender.
Right, you want to see the... Yeah.
We've had a conversation or something like, hey, let me buy you a shot, let me buy you a drink. And then, like, I see the bartender hand it to me, whatever.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Yeah.
Like, I would never let it happen otherwise. Unless it was, like, a really great cocktail.
Or a Corona with a lime on the nose.
No.
You guys don't believe that, but that's...
But seriously, though, like, I know a guy who's incredibly nice. And I remember when we were first becoming friends... And he would walk me to my car, after, and then he would hit on me clearly and want to kiss me or whatever. And then I would be like, no. And then he would just kiss my hand. Very polite. But
Did he call you milady?
No.
Okay.
Very polite.
Okay.
Tinge creepy, yes.
Yeah.
Now, if he was hotter, would I think so? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I would make out with him if I was attracted to him.
Yeah.
Okay. So... It's just weird. I don't know. I just feel like men should understand boundaries, obviously, a lot more. And women should be more vocal of what those boundaries are because every single woman has a different boundary.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
My boundary is funded by the Republican Party. I actually got it funded.
Wow. How much did they give you?
$17.
About more than me.
Do girls flirt with guys?
I try to. Am I successful? Hell no.
Okay, but when do you try, besides writing your number in lit pencil on a coaster?
Okay, I did flirt with him, though. That bartender at Mars.
Yeah, you were, like, talking to him a lot.
What does that mean? Was I not flirting?
I guess, I am not an expert in this. I'm just like, yeah, you were being friendly.
Okay. Well, I felt like we were vibing a little bit. That's why I wrote down my number.
Yeah.
Okay, but like...
He probably had like a girlfriend or something.
Yeah, me too. It's really complicated. It's always been complicated. It's always been not even the age of Me Too. It's always been complicated like that. But I used to actually go to Bangers and Lace by myself and talk to strangers. And I met this really attractive guy. Oh, he was so cute. But I made the mistake of driving him back to his apartment in my messy Mini Cooper. So that's probably why.
Oh, he was like, ew.
Yeah, probably. But we exchanged phone numbers. So I don't know. It was very strange, but I thought he was very handsome, very cute, and I was vibing with him and stuff. And I guess and that all happened because I was sitting in a bar alone.
Yeah, I mean, my most recent boyfriend, he became my boyfriend because my friend and I went to Big Chicks and he was dancing by himself. So he was completely it's hard to go up to a group, but it's easy to go up to one person, especially when it's fucking 2-on-1.
Right.
I feel like flirting though, it's definitely not something, honestly, my ideal way to get a boyfriend or whatever is you somehow are friends first, or you know each other you know each other organically first, and then it becomes a relationship because you really get to know them and you're like, you know what, I really want to learn more about this person.
Right.
That is the fucking dream.
Yeah.
But flirting, where you walk up to a complete stranger, it feels like to me when you're on your bicycle and you stop at a stop sign or something, but you didn't switch down to a lower gear, you're still at the highest, most difficult gear. So when you have to start pedaling again, you have to push so hard from 0 miles per hour to get up to top speed. And that's what it is when you walk up to a stranger. It's what can you fucking say because you don't know them? All the questions are so boring because it's where do you do? What do you look?
Oh, another thing, a way of flirting is if a funny situation happened around you.
Oh, yeah.
And just spark a conversation that way. And
that's going to jump you up to 20 miles an
hour. I've gotten 2 dates out of that on the Blue Line, so.
10 years ago.
Yes, 10 years ago, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the ideal. You have something to talk about rather than just the boring, stupid shit. It's I don't want to be the boring person that's what do you do? But I'm what else can I say besides telling you I live in a crypt?
But going back to the original question, honestly, I don't know that many women who flirt, go out there and flirt.
Women that listen to this podcast, if you do flirt rather than wait to be flirted with, please tell us. Please
slide into our DMs.
Yeah.
Tell us your story. That'd be fucking awesome.
We'll plug our stuff at the end, but...
Right.
Tell us.
Speaking of DMs, how do you flirt in the DMs? Isn't that fucking awful? It is the worst. It's the worst thing
I mean,
ever.
You guys, I've told you about my attempts on this podcast. I have failed so many times. It's so sad. This is what I was doing for a little bit because I was why would I do dating apps when I could just find cute people on social? This is what I was doing a year ago, and slide into their DMs and be hey, blah blah blah. But I would never know how to start that because I'm messaging them I'm friending them on Facebook or whatever, or I'm messaging them on Instagram out of nowhere, and then I'm just hey, you're cute. How are you? And then they just leave it on read and they're ew, no.
I guess I haven't really done that to a complete stranger.
Who you?
Well, people.
From IRL.
Yeah.
It's IRL and then it becomes digital.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Or through Hinge also. But we both liked each other back and we've started a little bit of a conversation and then I flirt a little bit.
Yeah.
Teasing. So teasing's a big thing for me. Big thing. What are your tells of you of your flirting? What are your moves?
If I knew, I don't know. Yesterday with this guy who I was not interested in and his pushy blonde friend.
Okay.
Basically, I just read Tina Fey's book. So I know
Bossy
it came
Pants?
out 6 years ago. So I am trying to use improv shit more. Just the idea of when she was so you live here, pointing to the bar, I was I'm not going to say no, I'll just do the improv thing where you say yes and. So then I was I live beneath the bar in a crypt.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing more now because it plays, I'm a pretty fast thinker, so it plays to my strength of just being able to come up with random shit quickly.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll do that, even on Hinge and stuff, if I'm messaging them, I'll just make a joke and push it into something that's absurd, because that's my normal humor anyway.
Okay. But... what do you do? Do you flirt with your significant other when you're in a relationship? Do you flirt?
But is that flirting?
Yeah.
I don't think it's flirting anymore if you're, like, dating them.
Yes, it is. There's flirting involved when you're dating somebody.
You're just, like, dating them.
No.
I think of flirting as how you, like, start an interaction
Oh
with
my
them.
god, no, that's not it at all. I mean, it is, but you still flirt when you're in a relationship.
I feel like that's just, like, loving,
I guess.
or something, like...
Chemistry, whatever crap.
Yeah. Flirting to me is, like, strangers or, like, new people.
Well, I guess, like, when I'm flirting with somebody, I smile a lot, I laugh a lot, I tease them, like I mentioned earlier, and I also I touch them in some way. Basically, like, stop it! What? Like, I, like, hit them.
Like... Is this
purposely?
Oh, see,
purposely.
That's smart.
Purposely. Oh yeah, like I always
So
told
hard for
Adam,
me.
like if a girl does that to you, you're fucking in, dude. That is like they're trying to have some kind of contact with you.
Yeah.
Also, like the hair. Like I maybe
like
play with my hair or whatever.
Play with your hair.
Yeah.
What do they say about women? It's like when they touch their neck. That's something too. It's like that's subconscious. I think it's like when women touch their neck, 'cause it means that they're like vulnerable or like comfortable or something.
I've never wanted to do that.
You should just stroke your neck and like play with your choker. Like,
yeah, no.
your candy choker. Oh my god! Imagine just like eating a candy necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no game, and I don't fucking know. I just want to talk to people and just like. I just want to know in everything, flirting or not flirting, I just want to talk to people. I don't want to know what makes them tick. I want to, like, learn about them. But that's not flirting, right? Flirting is, like, teasing and touching and, like, ooh.
But that's part of, getting to know them is, like, incorporating that.
Yeah, I feel like I could just I need to add the pieces of, like, oops, I touched your arm, and oh my god, I'm smiling more. Like, that needs to be added so it doesn't feel so cold.
I know. Well, you're cold.
Frigid.
You're frigid. It's just who you are as a person. I'm warm.
I know. I envy the warm people,
Wait, so how do you know that guy was flirting with you?
What? His friend came... Of course he is.
But...
They were asking me where I lived.
And
why I didn't have a drink.
Okay, let me... If she didn't ask, hey, are you gay?
Uh-huh.
Didn't ask that question, and she came up to you with her friend.
To tell me that I'm cute and touch my face.
How do you know it was like her flirting with you and not him? Like, even though we know in real life, like, really, like, she's trying to be a wing woman.
I think I would just have to go on context because we're at a gay event. So if she didn't ask if I was gay and she assumed I was straight at a gay event, I'd be like, honey, like, you gotta read the room. You gotta do the context.
That's just so weird. He wasn't flirting with you, and I don't know what the fuck she was doing. She's just being a bad wing woman. Like, I just can't get over that.
It'd be, like, better if he were, like, cute and I was interested, but I was
Or it'd be better if he actually initiated the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. I mean, I've been there. Like, I gave a guy my number at a bar, but I didn't. I made my friend give it to him instead.
Yeah,
but I had gone over and talked to him 2 trivia nights in a row. Like, I had talked to him by myself. Mm-hmm.
I should have, like the time when I, like, ran away. I wrote down my number on a coaster and I ran away. Literally ran away.
Yeah. I mean, what do animals do? Like...
They just...
Does the male animal just, like, run up and start raping? Or, like, how does this work?
Okay. The men have to perform. They have to do something. They either have to fight other men.
Right.
Okay. Or, like, with birds, like birds of paradise, they, like, dance. They, like, make a little stage.
Wait, what?
You didn't...
They make a stage?
They clean a little stage area. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I want to watch this.
Wait, Miles, I've seen, like, Planet Earth, like, at least 10 times.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I couldn't watch that because the first episode I watched with my friend was, like, one where it's, like, cockroaches crawling on a poop pile in a cave, and I was like, I'm done.
Oh, that was caves.
I was like, I'm done.
You need to watch, like, Great Plains is a good one.
Okay.
And I forget what episode the bird is on, but they're from New Guinea. So basically they're called birds of paradise, where they dance around, they, like, create a little area, they don't want to be everything perfect, and then, like, Granted, they're like these beautiful, like they're black, but then they like expand like their feathers and like these colors come out, or like their tail has colors or whatever. And the females are just like these brown sparrow looking things. And then just like look and like, okay. Just like fly away.
They're like, I'm horny for that.
Like, well.
Those colors make me horny.
It's like it's really cute and it's really interesting, and like watching that whole series is basically like, yeah, it is kind of like Rape in the Animal Kingdom, but also like the men do all the fucking work to try to get this.
Yeah.
Okay? And they are mostly respectful when I say no. I'm like, now in the human kingdom.
The human kingdom.
I don't fucking know.
God's kingdom.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so do you still flirt with people that, like, you have a crush on, even though they don't have a crush on you? Do you have a hard time containing that?
How do I know they don't have a crush on me? Oh, do I have a hard time containing flirting? No. Because flirting for me takes a tremendous amount of effort, and it's not natural, and...
Even when you like somebody?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh, I have a hard time. I feel like my face, like, just glows, like, and I just get really smiley and, like, happy. And, like, I look at them in a different way compared to everybody else. And, like, I really need to, like, control that.
How does it feel not to be dead inside? What's that like?
You know, it's funny that you say that because there's dead parts of me, for sure.
Okay. Cellulite or something?
No, dead parts of my heart that are just, like...
yeah.
You know, that are decaying
rotting.
and like rotting and like turning into
yeah, I can definitely smell it when you came into my apartment. Yeah,
sulfury and ashy and like yes,
moldy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you like stop somebody from flirting with you when you're like not into it? Like, do you like cut it?
Well, yesterday I basically just gave like I wasn't asking questions back.
Yeah.
And I was like giving like shorter answers because I was like. In my mind, the minute it started happening, I was like, when can this end? Is this over? When is this over?
That reminds me of sex. Do you think you're a good wing man?
I wish people would ask me to do it more because I have a wingman, you have nothing to lose. And I'm a good talker in those situations when it's not on me.
You should translate that into, you know,
myself?
You. Yeah.
I should. And I'm thinking about the statistic I just learned about.
Mm-hmm.
Men push for a promotion when they're 60% qualified.
Yeah,
Women push for a promotion when they're 100% qualified. And often what women think is 100% qualified is actually 130% qualified.
Oh my God.
And that's like was really interesting to me. And I'm kind of trying to apply to this flirting thing because it's like, and my friend Liz was like, Miles, I wish that you could like realize what you have and then just go up to guys with it.
Yeah.
But I don't think I realized that.
Yes.
I don't want to like chew my own horn and be like, because I'm hot as fuck. But like,
well,
I don't know.
You're
I
hot.
wish because like I even like forget like this guy that we go back.
Yeah.
But this guy was like complimenting me on my eyebrows. I was like, oh yeah, those. But I forget that that's like something I can use in a flirtatious situation. Like I can do my bird of paradise dance with my eyebrows because guys are attracted to that. But I forget.
Okay, let's be clear here. You are the female bird, and the other men are doing the dance for you.
I know, but ideally, but like sometimes I have to. If I'm flirting, I have to do the dance.
You make them do all the work, though.
Wait, why? We're not birds.
That's the way it is. Okay, that's the way it should be for us beautiful people.
Wait, but no, in your bird scenario, the women are gross.
I know.
And then the beautiful men are dancing for them.
But they're still, even though they're more beautiful than the female birds, they're doing all the work. And the female birds get to decide. So it's all about, like, attracting that power, you know, and making them do all the work.
Yeah, well, there's no way to do that. So if I just wait for people to dance for me, then it's going to be like yesterday where the guy that I was not interested in is the one dancing for me and no one else is. And I'm like, I need to go up to people.
You need to initiate, but then you have to, like...
Is that what we learned here? Making somebody else do all the work? I don't feel like that's right at all.
That's what I learned.
I mean, I think I learned that, like, touching is important, smile more, and rock that BDE from whatever episode we talked about. Like... But honestly, I don't.
realized that I'm great at flirting.
Yeah, I can see that in you for sure.
Yeah, I'm great at it.
You have the qualities. Yeah. Maybe you should like use it more though. Maybe that's what you can learn because it's like, how are you putting yourself out there?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just put myself out there, I guess, at work sometimes and work environments because that's where I get the most interaction with people.
We should go out on the town.
And be each other's wing person.
Oh my god, wait. Let's go out on the town and then fucking like record audio out and then put it in the podcast.
Okay.
You guys, it's gonna be a great
also,
year.
I'm a great wing person too.
You guys, Marika's good at it all, but yeah, she's single, so figure that one out.
I can't close. I'm a bad closer.
Oh, closing.
I'm a bad closer. Yeah, because I get crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah, I can see that too. We're gonna move on to question time. We have questions.
We do.
All right, you guys. So we have a question. It's really long. I'm just gonna bear with us, please. Stay.
Please stay.
Please stay. Question. I have 2 coworkers who I get along with really well at work and enjoy being friends with outside of work, but nailing down plans with them is tricky. One of them, a guy, is married and lives just outside of town, so has problems hanging out with. So everyone has problems hanging out with him.
Okay.
The other, a girl, lives in town and is unattached, but is also hard to pin down. Mm-hmm. They make lots of, yeah, let's do that sometime, keep inviting me, promises, but the success rate is low. Mm-hmm. But now 3 times I've been scrolling through Instagram stories and seen them hanging out Friday night at my other coworker's apartment at parties of various sizes. So 3 times he's seen them with other coworkers.
Okay.
He said the guests range in size, but each time all of them are my coworkers. My roommate and we also work there, are never invited. This has happened 3 times since the summer. One time I managed to crash the party. Ooh, I don't know if that's what you want to do. But the other 2 I didn't know about until it was too late. Too late to crash? I'm not advocating crashing. The host of these parties, who I get along with well at work, and I used to have a weird unspoken party rivalry that may be factoring into this, but I thought that was all behind us after I came to her New Year's Eve party. This just happened again last Friday. Anyway, I keep trying to hang out with these 2, but it's tough, and it would be at least nice to see them in this party context, but it seems like some weird know-me zone. Advice?
I think, for one, they don't maybe like your partying style.
Oh, good point. No. This person, who we know, throws a very wholesome party.
And they probably, that invite for New Year's Eve was a test that you didn't pass. Oops.
Wait, but I think you went to that, right?
He did go to that. That's the problem. That's why he wasn't invited to the next one.
Because it was like, ooh.
Or could it be a courtesy invite? Depending on the size of the party, they could be only inviting you to bigger things.
Well, it's weird because he says the host of these parties is his former party rival. So that means this same person has hosted all 3 parties, and the 2 people he's trying to hang out with are not the host. They're just going to these parties.
Okay. So
really
here's the thing. It's confusing, but let's be real. I just think sometimes I invite certain people to certain things. Mm-hmm. And this person is probably only invited to certain parties. And maybe, hopefully, the New Year's Eve party was not a test. It was just a courtesy invite, or this is the type of party that this person would have fun at.
I mean, so there's kind of 2 problems here. It's 1, he has this host who is like not inviting him, and then 2, he has the 2 friends that are going to the host parties and not going to his parties. Maybe just like fuck parties. Try to get them, just do something else with them.
No, but he is trying to do something else with them.
Oh, yeah, okay, maybe I missed that part.
But I think also this person needs to understand is people just say stuff just to say stuff and be polite. How many times have you said, like, oh yeah, let's hang out soon, and then you never do, and you like pray to the gods that you don't?
I would say my piece of advice here, I think I mentioned it last episode. I like messaged my friend that I wanted to see more of her in 2019 because she's like more of my brother's friend, but I was like, let's be friends this year. So I think you could just do that, like message them, especially because it's close enough to the new year that you can still throw the in 2019 type of thing on it and be like, I want to see more of you. I know. You could even be like, I know maybe we haven't got to see each other out in the past, or like plans have been difficult. You could throw that in if you need to.
Yeah, I know you've been busy or
plans
something.
have been tricky in the past or something. But just express it.
Or you could be honest a little bit more and be like, hey, like, I would love to hang out with you more in 2019. I've seen that you guys hung out without me on Insta.
Which is fine, but would love to see you.
But, like, it kind of hurts my feelings, maybe,
of
saying, like, when I keep inviting you to stuff and you don't invite me to stuff, like, do you want to be friends with me? Because I would like to be friends with you. And if it's not, cool. Just be upfront.
Ooh, Merika for the honesty angle. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's our advice. All right, so we're just going to close out our episode with our successes. So my success is I'm finally printing photos at Walgreens Photo. So over the years, I've gone to Greece, I've wintered in Paris, I've gone to Japan, and who knows where. So, but the photos are just sitting on my computer forever. Okay. And I'm also missing photos still from certain podcast co-hosts.
You need to, like, let that shit go. You're never going to get them.
I just want to say 2 words. Zip file. But anyway, so I took my photos and some of Zachary's and Jamie's that they were kind enough to give me from our past trips together, including Zachary's film photos of Greece, which makes it look like we're traveling in the 1960s. And I don't know, it was really nice just to look back, and I don't have a lot of photos printed out. Like, I literally have, like, one that's next to us, and that's, like, my mom took that, like, 8 years ago. Like, but I want to print out and hang more photos and just be like, oh my god, that trip, oh my god, those friends. Like, looking back, I was like, these photos are so fun, like us in France, and like Jamie putting on lipstick using her phone, like, just it's those cool moments. So I'm excited, and they're available after 6:15 p.m. and I printed 50 photos. Guess how much it cost?
$10?
I had a coupon, so I got it for $8.50.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm pumped. Marika?
Okay, so Super Smash Brothers have integrated my life for the past, say, like 20 years of my life, in and out, you know, been terrible at it. I've never owned a gaming system ever in my entire existence except for a Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
Adam recently bought a Nintendo Switch, so game nights have turned into Super Smash Brother nights.
What?
And
how do I go to that? How am I there? I still haven't played it. Everyone's fucking playing it. And
you just take the train and I'll pick you up.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna ride home with you today, actually.
Okay. You're gonna wait till all the way Thursday? You're gonna live with me until, like, Thursday is game
literally,
night.
So many people I know are playing it, and I keep dropping the biggest turd of hints. Like, people are, like, putting on their Instagram stories, I'm like, sounds like it's time to have me over. Like, I'm, like, trying to play it, and people are like, yeah, sure. And no one's inviting me. Which is fair, but...
Okay. Well...
Because they know that I would win, and I would crush them, and, like, whatever.
Right, okay. So, you have to unlock characters.
Yes.
And then this is, like, Wii Fit Trainer in the list.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my god, we're almost there. I can't wait. I want to play that character so bad. So, I finally get to play this character.
The Wii Fit Trainer? Okay, keep going.
Finally get to play this character. I win! I, like, play this character, and I win the tournament game, whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
One match,
yes.
But she's not easy. The Wii Fit Trainer's not very easy. I'm not good as them.
I just smash buttons. I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. But basically, you guys, this is what she does, okay? She, a beam of light shoots out of her chest. Like, actually, more of a ball of light shoots out of her chest. Also, she has a ball that's like this green soccer ball, but she uses it as a volleyball. She can jump really, really high. Mm-hmm. And does yoga poses that hits people.
This is so random that you were excited for her. Like, it was never the character I would pick for you.
I love her so much. I have no idea why. It's great.
You play as the female one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. So
I mean, I guess it makes sense because you love watching, like, Busy Phillips jump on a trampoline or whatever the fuck that is.
Lick Fit, yeah.
So
I love her. She's such a vibe, and she's like a permanent teenager that I want to embody all the time.
I feel like you're doing a good job of being a perma teenager.
Thanks.
Guys, that's our show.
That's our show.
You can email us about women, especially. Do you flirt? Tell us. idkpod@gmail.com.
Or Instagram at idkwhatimdoingpod. Pop that fucking cherry.
Pop that juicy cherry.
Just say hi. No one has even, like...
I know.
Wait, actually, no, a fan did, like, slide in our DMs and, like, told us they really liked our episodes.
Oh,
yeah, but
we love that.
Yeah.
You guys, we recorded in a bedroom, like, next to a snow deathscape. Like, please tell us you're here.
Yeah, otherwise we'll die.
Yeah.
We'll disappear.
Yeah.
Just like Christmas or something.
Whoa. Okay, bye.
Bye! How do you flirt in the DMs?